the overall experience of being in Amsterdam. It was intense, fast-paced, really vibrant and fantastic experience, very immersive. We directly interacted with the culture. We had opportunities to explore on our own as well as together as a group. We had academic days that were really saturated with knowledge and a lot of personal stories from the people that we encountered through the 5 different academic visits we had. The organizations we met were community-based organizations who had a specific need to communicate within their community about various topics related to sexuality. Sexual health was a common topic, sex education, safety in navigating sexual encounters were also highlighted in quite a few of the presentations we were given. We had 5 different visits. One of them in which the Prostitution Information Center was probably the most sensationally titled one, where we learned about sex work, which is part of the Society of Netherlands, as advocated by sex workers. Hearing stories about the history of the red light district and sex work within Amsterdam and the Netherlands as a whole was fascinating and engaging. No one could be bored by any aspect of this particular academic visit. They have their own magazine that is called Hello Gorgeous. You can look them up online, get physical print if you want. They also highlight the lives of those living with HIV in prison, showing them vibrantly in their magazine, Hello Gorgeous, and also showing a bit of the history of Garden was another organization that we met up with. They provide a safe space and assistance to migrants who flee other countries or leave other countries who are also LGBTQ or queer, helping them find resources, help, a community within Amsterdam, and a physical safe place for them to go to that we got to see and engage in. I won't try the Dutch name. I'm pretty sure I said it terribly in one of my videos, but it translates to HIV Truth is another such group. They focused more on campaigns to educate on sexual health, sexual safety. They do advocacy to bring that kind of awareness that HIV is not a death sentence. The person has a condition that needs to be managed, and it can very successfully be managed in this day and age. My favorite visit and the most comprehensive educationally that we attended was with a group called Trans United, and they are focused on health and providing medical resources for trans folk coming into Amsterdam. Amsterdam, Netherlands has a bit of an archaic system in that there's a lot of gatekeeping, and it takes about 3 years to get a trans individual into the system where they can receive trans care from the government. And in that interim, Trans United helps to provide medical resources.
Is I think the younger generation is now really standing up for also the inclusion of LGBT bodies in the Black Lives Matter movement.
Medical transitioning care, as well as a literal safe space for people to come and visit too. They work on a lot of advocacy programs here, hoping to promote the conformed consent model. It was touching. It was a comfortable setting. It felt like a living room. This was in the safe space they provide physically. And myself as a non-binary person who only recently began to acknowledge and seek my own gender affirming care, it was a particularly touching one for me. If you have the opportunity to do an abroad program, I can't recommend it enough. I'm older, and although I've traveled all across the United States and back, I have had little opportunity to travel outside the United States. This is only my 2nd trip to Europe. I engaged myself thoroughly in some of the social scenes, the food, which is one of my favorite. The academic program provided us with interactions on a deeper level. I cannot recommend enough doing an abroad program. Not only does it bring entirely new levels to education to be immersed in it, but it's going to be a memory you carry with you for the rest of your life. You're going to find yourself hungry for more travel, more experiences, and maybe to return to the place at which you do your abroad program without